In the heart of an ancient African village, nestled between rolling hills and vast savannas, there stood a magnificent baobab tree. This baobab was no ordinary tree. It was the tallest, oldest, and most majestic tree in the entire region. The villagers believed that the tree was enchanted, harboring the spirits of the ancestors who watched over them. Stories were passed down through generations about how the tree was a source of wisdom and protection. But there was one story, the most mysterious of them all, that the elders rarely spoke of, the tale of the tree's guardian, a spirit known only as the Keeper. One fateful year, a great calamity befell the village. The sun, which had always risen faithfully every morning, disappeared one day. The sky remained dark, and the villagers were plunged into an endless night. Crops withered, animals grew restless, and fear spread like wildfire. The village elders gathered around the baobab tree, hoping to seek answers from the Keeper. As they sat in a circle, chanting ancient prayers, the tree began to hum with a deep, resonant sound. The ground shook, and the trunk of the baobab split open, revealing a hidden doorway. From the darkness, a figure emerged, a tall, ethereal being with eyes that shimmered like the stars. It was the Keeper. "The sun has been stolen," the Keeper whispered, its voice echoing like the wind through the leaves. "A dark spirit from the underworld has taken it, and only a pure-hearted soul can retrieve it." The villagers were terrified, but a brave young girl named Amina stepped forward. She was known for her kindness, courage, and unwavering determination. Amina volunteered to embark on the dangerous journey to retrieve the stolen sun. The Keeper nodded solemnly and handed her a small, intricately carved wooden box. "This box contains a secret," the Keeper said. "Use it only when you are in the gravest of dangers. Now go, and may the spirits guide you." Amina set off on her journey, venturing deep into the forest. The trees whispered warnings, and the ground beneath her feet seemed to tremble with every step. As she traveled further, the darkness grew thicker, and strange, shadowy creatures began to appear. But Amina was not afraid. She knew that the fate of her village rested on her shoulders. After days of traveling, Amina reached the entrance to the underworld, a massive cave guarded by 3 fearsome creatures: a lion with eyes of fire, a serpent with scales of silver, and a giant eagle with wings that blotted out the sky. These were the guardians of the underworld, and they each posed a riddle to Amina. The lion growled, "What is stronger than iron, yet can be broken with a word?" The serpent hissed, "What is the beginning of eternity, the end of time and space, the beginning of every end, and the end of every place?" The eagle screeched, "What can fly without wings and cry without eyes?" Amina thought carefully, recalling the wisdom of the elders. She answered the lion first. "Trust is stronger than iron, but a single lie can break it." The lion stepped aside. She then answered the serpent, "The letter E is the beginning of eternity, the end of time and space, the beginning of every end, and the end of every place." The serpent slithered away. Finally, she answered the eagle, "The wind can fly without wings and cry without eyes." The eagle took flight, leaving the entrance unguarded. Amina entered the cave and descended deep into the underworld. The air was thick with the scent of sulfur, and the only light came from the glowing red stones that lined the walls. She followed a narrow path until she reached a massive chamber where the dark spirit, a towering figure cloaked in shadows, held the sun in its grasp. The spirit's voice rumbled like thunder. "Who dares enter my domain?" "I am Amina," she replied, standing tall despite her fear. "I have come to take back the sun for my people." The spirit laughed, a sound that echoed through the chamber. "Foolish girl, you cannot defeat me. I am the darkness that consumes all." Amina remembered the box the Keeper had given her. With trembling hands, she opened it. Inside was a single, small flame, flickering weakly but steadily. As she held it up, the flame grew brighter, illuminating the chamber with a warm, golden light. The dark spirit recoiled, hissing in pain. "No, the light. It burns." Amina stepped forward, the flame growing stronger with each step. "This flame represents the hope and love of my people," she declared. "It is stronger than your darkness." The spirit tried to extinguish the flame, but it was too late. The light grew until it enveloped the entire chamber, driving the darkness away. With a final, anguished cry, the dark spirit dissolved into nothingness, and the sun was released from its grasp. Amina carefully carried the sun back through the underworld, past the guardians, and out of the cave. As she emerged into the forest, the sun rose into the sky, bathing the world in its warm, golden light. The village rejoiced as the day returned, and life began to flourish once more. Amina was hailed as a hero, and the keeper of the Baobab tree appeared once more, blessing her with the gift of wisdom and long life. The villagers learned that even in the darkest of times, a single flame of hope could light the way. From that day on, the Baobab tree stood as a symbol of courage, hope, and the enduring power of light over darkness. And Amina's story was told for generations, a reminder that even the smallest person could make the greatest difference